pong umaga, ang speakers natin ay na-invite natin. Sila ay mga BTS. BTS members. Dalawa yung na-invite namin kasi busy yung iba. So itong dalawang pinaka-prominent na na-invite natin, mga BTS to sila. Nahulaan nyo kung ano yung BTS natin? Ang ating mga bamboo technology specialists from ERDB. So let's find out from one of them for our first talk. Our first speaker will discuss two topics. One is about the basic information on bamboo. Ano ba itong bamboo? Ano ang pakinabang natin dito? Paano natin to mas mapapakinabangan pa? And his other talk is how to scientifically and effectively establish and manage bamboo plantations. So to share this valuable information with us this morning is the center head of ERDB's Urban and Biodiversity Research Development and Extension Center in Pagbilao, Quezon. And he has also been involved in so many projects on bamboo. So isa po siya sa mga establish nung bamboo setong ng ERDB dito sa Los Baños Experiment Station. And makikita nyo po yan dito sa paanan ng bundok ni Maria Makiling. So dumalaw kayo dito sa Los Baños para makita nyo ang collection ng ERDB ng iba't ibang bamboo species from the Philippines and from other countries. Okay, so marami pang projects na ginawa itong ating resource persons. And siguro isasama na niya sa kanyang talk this morning. Ano-ano itong mga projects nito. So ladies and gentlemen, we have with us one of the BTS of ERDB, the good-looking and dedicated public servant, a true Filipino. Ladies and gentlemen, Forester Gregorio Jun Santos Jr.
Thank you, Libay. Napaka-generous introduction. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mayong buntag sa tanan. Buenos dias. Magandang hapon po. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Sa ngalan ng aming kalihim, the Honorable Secretary Maria Antonia Yulo Loizaga and our Director Maria Lourdes Ferrer. Salamat po for choosing this time to be with us, to listen to our presentations on our experiences on bamboo as we celebrate the Bamboo Month. Okay, so allow me to present to you some of the basic information on bamboo. And sandali lang, share screen ko lang. Okay. Okay, again, welcome to the 2023 World Bamboo Month webinar of ERDB entitled The Grass of Hope, Restoring Wasted Lands Through Bamboo. Oh, that's me, generously introduced by Ma'am Libay. Okay, bamboo, to me, bamboo is one of the most beautiful plant God ever created. You know, because it has a very wide range of adaptability and so many uses. So bamboo is known as the foreman's lumber. During our time, Director Ondet made mention, we started working on bamboo as early as 1980s. Naiparanganak naman ako noong time na yon. And bamboo at the time is considered as a poor man's lumber because many of the rural folks, yung mga houses nila, they rely so much on bamboo as the raw material. But nowadays, during the 21st century, bamboo is considered as the green gold all over the world by many bamboo enthusiasts. And there are about 1,200 species of bamboo in the world. These different bamboo species are known for its multiple uses. And in the Philippines, we have about 70 bamboo species. And siguro nadagdagan na po ito ngayon kasi marami ng mga introduced species coming from other countries, particularly our neighboring countries, China and Thailand and Vietnam. Now, Here are some basic characteristics of bamboo. Bamboo grows very, very fast. In fact, it is in the book of Guinness Book of World Record, no, for registering a 100 centimeter growth rate in 24 hours. So bamboo grows very, very fast, and bamboo is grows one third faster than any other tree species, any other fast growing tree species. Bamboo is very resilient. It is a resilient species. It can survive in waterlogged areas and it reduces its leaves by 40% during summer to preserve the moisture in the ground. Very intelligent plant, and can grow from sea level up to more than 1,000 meters above sea level. In fact, the big bamboo, the big diameter bamboos are commonly found in high elevation areas. Compared to trees, some trees, they grow, but they don't grow very happy in areas above 800 meters. Okay, bamboo can also adapt to harsh environmental conditions. That's why in our title, we can use bamboo in restoring wasted lands. We have tested planting bamboo in mined out areas. We have tested planting bamboo in grassland areas and degraded areas, and we are very successful in doing bamboo planting in areas like this. Bamboo is a major oxygen producer. Okay? It produces around 35% more oxygen than hardwood trees. Okay, approximately around 12 tons of carbon dioxide is absorbed per hectare per year, and in return produces more oxygen, and then can grow with low maintenance. The very crucial part in bamboo life is the first 3 years. And after 3 years, pwede mo na siyang iwanan. Once the canopy are already well established, pwede mo na siyang very minimal na yung maintenance. Bamboo requires harvesting as part of its maintenance. It is not healthy for bamboo not to be harvested. Harvesting should be a regular maintenance activities for bamboo. Otherwise, kung hindi natin siya i-harvestin, mamamatay siya, magiging masyadong dense, hindi na makapag-produce ng new shoots. Okay, high carbon absorption, kaya ginagamit ito, magandang gamitin ito as carbon sink. And then it has multiple use for food, for medicine, novelty items, textile, pulp and paper. And later you will see in my presentation na marami talaga siyang gamit, even in the industry and agriculture, nagagamit yung bamboo. In India, they consider this as a cradle to grave plant because they utilize bamboo as raw material for the production of kabaong or coffins. Okay, and then bamboo can serve as a substitute for wood because nowadays we are converting bamboo into engineered bamboo, okay, or laminated bamboo, which can provide as a substitute material for our wood so that our forest can relax and regenerate and perform its function, its multiple function. Okay, and the tensile strength of bamboo is 1/3 better than steel. That's why bamboo are considered to be a substitute for or replace yung mga conventional materials na ginagamit natin, na like plastic, steel, or cement. Very easy to propagate. We have developed, as mentioned earlier by our director, we have developed the different propagation techniques for bamboo. We have perfected what we so-called one-note count cuttings, which we are promoting every now and then. And then bamboo can also be propagated through seeds, through rhizomes, offsetting, and this is commonly used for bamboos for landscaping. And then, of course, the technique mentioned by our director, the tissue culture. We have started working on propagating bamboo through tissue culture, and we have successfully done it. We are now in the process of verifying its performance in the field level. Okay, we also the secret of bamboo, no, is the development of the underground rhizomes. This makes bamboo a very very tolerant to any stresses, no. Once the underground rhizomes are already established, napakahirap mo nang patayin yung bamboo. That's the reason why in some areas in Mindanao, pag may galit sila sa iyo, nagtatanim sila ng bamboo. Dahil kung ang bamboo ay buhay pa rin ang galit nila, no? And napakahirap patayin yung bamboo because once the underground rhizomes are well established, napakahirap mo siya. Even sunugin mo, putulin mo, pag sinunog mo yan, lalong gaganda yan. Pag patak ng ulan, lalong gaganda yung bamboo. So this is the secret of bamboo, yung underground rhizomes. Okay, generally we have two kinds of bamboo according to its rhizome characteristics. First, we have the monopodials. The monopodials are the bamboos that you see in the movie, yung kay Jackie Chan, nakita nyo na single stem, no? Ang nangyayari dito sa mga ganitong klaseng bamboo, no? They're also called the running bamboo, no? We do have some of them here in the Philippines, but hindi katulad yung nandun sa ibang bansa, no? Pag umusbong ang isa dito, the next one will come out after 10 meters, and then another will come out after 10 meters or 5 meters. No, that's why in some areas in the United States, no, bamboos are considered as invasive species because they can occupy a certain land, no, in a few years' time because of the characteristics of the bamboo that they have. Kalimitan po ang mga bamboo na ganito, yung mga monopodials, are in the countries na malalamig, no, malalamig. Doon sila nagta-thrive well. And then we also have the sympodial or the clumping or the clustering bamboo, no. Ito yung mga bamboos na meron tayo dito sa Pilipinas. Pag tinanim mo siya, exponential yung growth niya, nag-expand siya, no? Nag-expand siya. Pero hindi siya nag-move. So dito lang, tuloy-tuloy lang. That's the reason why you have to regularly harvest them. Kasi pag hindi mo sila harvestin, no, magiging too congested sila and then eventually mamamatay sila, no. Ang sikreto ng bamboo, it's the 1 and 2 year old that develops the new shoots, no, for the new culms to be developed, no. Yung 1 and 2 years, ang 2 years old bamboo ang nagde-develop ng shoots. The tree serves as the big brother to protect them from falling, no. And then dapat yung 4 and 5 dapat hina-harvest natin yon. You take it out so that the clump will be very healthy and can produce more shoots. So these two are the general types of bamboo in the world. No? We have the running bamboo and the sympodial bamboo, the monopodials and the sympodials, the running and the clumping bamboos. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, bamboo can be propagated through seeds. We also use the branch cutting. We have also perfected the propagation of bamboo using branch cuttings, and we do branch cuttings propagation for big diameter bamboo, and then you can also propagate them using the culm cuttings. The culm are the standing, technically bamboos when they are still standing in the clump, they're called culm. No, culm, C-U-L-M. So yun po. So we use the 1 to 2 year old culms as a propagation material for bamboos. And then of course we use the rhizome. Rhizome, ibig sabihin lang yung we offset na parang saging, hinuhukay natin yung puno at pinaghihiwa-hiwalay, no? At pwede rin gamitin yon. And commonly we do that for ornamental bamboos. Okay, so ito yung itsura po ng bamboo from seeds, no? Bamboo produces different shapes na yung seeds produced by bamboo comes in different shape. May malalaki, may maliliit, no? But ito din yung germinant ng bamboo. So ito yung nangyayari when bamboo starts to flower and develop so many fruits, no, so many flowers and fruits, and after fruiting and flowering and fruiting, they die, no. So this is a Gigantocloa levis, no, dito sa Quezon, dito sa somewhere in Louisiana, Quezon, which we documented na namulaklak, namunga, and eventually namatay. Okay? Of course, ito yung branch cuttings na propagation technique which we used for big diameter bamboo, yung giant bamboo natin, yung giant bamboo that we have in the Philippines. Later, Assistant Director Marquez will also share with us, no, yung the science and technology of giant. So siguro i-explain niya ito later, more later. So ginagamit natin yung branch cuttings, okay? May mga requirements na dapat pipiliin natin yung mga branches with a very healthy bud eye. This is the secret in bamboo propagation. You always look for very healthy bud eyes. You use branch or even cones with very healthy bud eyes because this is where the new sprouts will come out, and the new sprouts will depend so much on the food stored in the bud eye. Okay? So and then ito yung sinasabi kanina ni Ma'am Ondet, the 2 nodes. This is the 2 node count cuttings, and this is the 1 node count cuttings na dinevelop ng ERDB. We do away with the 2 nodes, but 2 nodes can still be used, but we have perfected already the technology on using 1 node count cuttings. So we use the 1 node count cuttings as a propagation technique. Of course, may mga criteria in selecting. No, you need to collect only those 1 to 2 year old as planting materials. 3 years old and above ay hindi na rin pwedeng magagamit as planting materials, or below 1 year old hindi rin pwede kasi below 1 year old mabilis siyang mabulok. 3 years old and above nahihirapan din siyang magkaugat. Okay, so 1 to 2 year old is the best based on the experience, based on the results of the study that we have conducted. This is also the offsetting method for bamboo propagation. Ang ginagawa lang natin, no, hinuhukay natin, no, yung mga bamboo and separate at ilalagay natin sa mga containers, no, commonly plastic bags. You can see so many of these here in Laguna, sa Los Baños and Bay, no? Nandiyan ang maraming ganitong propagation technique na ginagamit nila for ornamental bamboos. We don't use this for industrial species, no? We commonly use this for ornamental bamboos. Of course, when we started our propagation studies, no, we do this for bamboos that are very difficult to propagate, and one of them is machiku, no, Latiflorus Dendrocalamus latiflorus. Ginagamit namin ito dahil mahirap siyang i-propagate. But later on, we have discovered the technique on how to propagate them, so we don't do offsetting for industrial use bamboos. Okay, so yun po yung basics on bamboo, no, napakadali lang, no, ang bamboo. Bamboo is so easy to manage, and it's so easy to propagate. Our office is very much willing to provide the necessary trainings. If you wish, you can just contact us, and make your request.